Welcome, Warriors of Valhalla. This is Total War Titan. Thank you for stopping by today. And today we are returning to the Isles of Britain, where war and invasion has been constant for the past 800 years. Ever since the Romans conquered England, the Bretons and the Welsh have been fighting back. While the Picts may have fallen to the Gales, the Welsh still stand strong 800 years later. And now they are ready to march out with the Saxons weakened by the Viking invasions. They are ready to march out and reclaim their ancestral homeland. So yeah, today we're beginning with the Welsh here, the Gwined faction, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly, versus Mercia. Although in the game it's not Mercia, but it became the Kingdom of Mercia, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, pretty simple armies. This army is a little bit smaller than that army, but yeah. No need to talk much there. Let's go. So immediately I'm going to begin moving my cavalry around the flank.
Right, boys, let's get 'em.
Because that's what you do with cavalry, no matter what. That's nothing too special. Mercia is sending a very small counter. I don't know if they're fully aware of the extent of my cavalry force on this flank. Yeah. Their cavalry force is mainly situated on this flank. I don't know for certain right now, because most of it could still be hidden. But yeah, they're sending their whole army, and I intentionally positioned myself on the far side behind this field, behind this forest, to allow these archers a clearer shot. The rain is pouring, the moon is up, it's time for the battle to begin. The Mercian army is marching forward to drive the Welsh.
We will prevail.
Meanwhile, cavalry are over here, trying to ride around this cav. This cav is not like, nope. They're gonna try and engage this cav in melee. My Royal Oathware, I think that's right. Versus the Thane Horsemen, not as good. I think the Thane Horsemen are kind of outmatched there. Outnumbered 4-1, and yeah. Over here, they still have some more Thane Horsemen and Earl's Horsemen as well. That's still riding around the flank. Fortunately, I have Valley Mailed Spearmen, Royal Spearmen, and Telu Spear Guard. These guys are high level. Telu, such an awesome name. A very high level unit. My catapults have opened fire as the infantry approach. Yep, and they're leading the charge with, first of all, their skirmishers, such as militia feared archers. But behind them are Royal Thanes, Earl Thanes, their generals surging forward. The Royal Companions, they're just surging forward. I have redeployed my line somewhat to kind of match their disposition. Bending this way to help prevent from being outflanked, and moving reserves over here. Forming shield wall. While moving this unit, this army, which did get charged by some cav early, really horsemen, but they're Mailed Valley Spearmen. Those should be fine. Now over here, we have forming shield wall, and they're charging. I have some more reserves here to fill the gap. They're sending in some calves to charge. I have some Valley Mailed Spearmen, so good spearmen. They are using flaming arrows to burn my catapults, so that's not good. So I am beginning to move my some more reserves onto this flank to hopefully crush it, but also to close this gap that's formed.
They are leaving the field.
Yep, some skirmishers of my own are beginning to run after those flaming arrows. Some very dense flaming arrow volleys. We have some Royal Huscarls here. This is just awesome. It might get a little framing. I don't think it will, but it might. But yeah, this is just dangerous. Flaming arrows lighting the catapults on fire. Oh my, oh my, oh my. This is amazing. We have a Royal Huscarl charge into the flank of this force. But I have these Telu Spear Guard and Welsh Mailed Axemen, very good shock troops, at least for the Welsh.
Our men have turned tail and run.
I'm also keeping some Warhounds hidden in the trees as a reserve, just in case I need an extra little boost. They have some cavalry running around. My own cavalry has bested the Thanes horsemen, and they're kind of resting, ready for the next move.
See, they flee before our might.
We have some Mercian troops over here breaking, some Thane spearmen. They're retinue, but they're not like best level retinue, so it's not like the greatest victory over there, but still helpful. I still have some reserves over here, some Royal Spearmen, 2 units of those. Alright, I'm repositioning one of them.
The men have been routed. They are leaving
Archers
the field.
back here. That unit's been hit pretty hard. Catapult firing, not doing a lot. I don't know if the catapults didn't really do that much in this battle. Our shield wall has kind of left formation and just forward a line of men fighting, although except for here. Here, they're still doing a good job of holding it. They're still losing though, that's unfortunate. The general over here is with a healthy unit of 44. The Royal Spearmen are doing their best to hold. And these Royal Spearmen are doing a much better job, despite being outflanked. Now here's my cavalry beginning, and we're going to lessen up the arrow rain by frightening that bit. We have some pretty healthy units of Royal... I can't pronounce that name, sorry. Yeah, over here we have broken some mailed horsemen, that's helpful, and we've also driven a hole through their line. Instead of one long line here, we've punched through and begun to isolate them. Alright, defeat in detail, one of my favorite tactics in these types of games.
Our men have rallied.
Yep, so we've outflanked and have begun to encircle those small portions of the army, to free up these forces to do a larger scale and just wrap them up. We have a cav charge into the rear of the enemy. This looks just awesome, but why they can't do it, I don't know. Oh, okay, I see. They're forming up for the charge. Never mind. Now they're charging. They're throwing their javelins. And impact. Oh my, ouch, ouch. That mowed down a lot of men.
Our men have rallied.
Wow, that was a lot. That was, ouch. Over here they've broken. We do have a small gap forming in both lines here. Neither of us have reserves to plug it. They did send some Royal Huscarls through, but I did manage to have some Royal Spearmen, those reserves, break them. Over here we have a Telu Spear Guard. Dealing with these Huscarls. Over here, their mailed spearmen are beginning to waver, and beyond them, there's just some feared javelin men.
Entire unit has perished.
It's a good thing that we've caught those skirmishers. Now we'll be able to wrap around, wipe out these guys, and perhaps even go down further and deal with this flank. Over here, this flank is still holding, but it's only a matter of time, because they're outnumbered heavily here. And over here in the center, where both masses of forces, they have more density, they have a higher density of forces in this area. But my own troops are fighting on a defensive level, so they're winning for now, or at least holding. The balance of power is still very, very close.
It's a rout. Our warriors flee the battle.
We are breaking over here their line. So we have broken their line. Ooh, we've slain their general too. Oh, with a rear charge from the cavalry. I'm sorry I missed that. The general is dead. Yep, so over here, my forces are marching. So hopefully not only scare off these skirmishers, which has been a very big problem for us. Our own skirmishers have, with the exception of that one longwoman unit, have for the most part broken.
Our men have turned tail and run.
Unfortunately, that is not good. Our line is broken here with some Welsh mailed axemen. We had some reserves in the form of some Royal Spearmen in the line there to defend and hold. Now over here, they had some Earl Spearmen deal with these guys, but we've gotten them in a rear attack. We have that one depleted unit of Royal Spearmen holding them in place as an anvil, although there it is about one to break, for these Royal Huscarls and the Telu Spear Guard to kill. We have some Valley mailed spearmen and some Royal Spearmen marching around to deal with this large clump, which I will admit they've outnumbered us here significantly. So hopefully this rear charge will even the odds. Alright, over here we have pushed up through here, and have encircled this unit, well, not encircled, but are beginning to outflank that unit. There was a one-on-one duel here between, not one-on-one duel, we are running down some of their skirmishers, helping lessen the rain of arrows, but there's still a large rain of arrows. Over here, so we have some militia feared archers engaged in melee. versus some royal spearmen, but yeah. Over here, that one unit that broke through has just got flanked significantly,
Our hidden units have been
and have been
discovered.
pretty much cut off from the main force, which is very small at this point. And yeah, we are just sending lots of troops to cut down the archers. They're sending in some of their own archers to protect the ones that still have ammo. But over here, more and more units are beginning to break. Some royal
The
thing.
battle is turning in our favor.
This is very, very intense. But we are beginning to pull through. We are no longer as close to defeat as we were. We are beginning to pull through. That is good. And now, this is where I'm sending in my wolf dogs. I know that their speed will hopefully be able to help get the archers, but I decided to instead send them into the flanks. Okay, those guys are going still for the archers. But the morale for the archers,
Our men run from the
shock
enemy.
forces of the
This
dogs
is shameful.
caused a massive chain grapple. That's exactly what they're good at. Dogs are very
They
hard to
flee
use, but
before
they're good
our
at chain
might.
grabs. So yeah, there they go. Their entire army is broken. And that will secure the victory for us. So yeah, I hope you liked today's video, folks. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more, and to join the ranks of Valhalla. And definitely let me know which two factions you want to see fight in Thrones of Britannia next. Total War Titan, out.